Oh god.
All right, and we are live. Uh,
Oh boy.
see, add server. Let's call it that. It really doesn't matter, but let's get into the server. I'll be doing stuff. I don't know what my goal is. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, just realized supposedly the game is way easier if you turn on subtitles. I wanted to see. This isn't really like a speed run. Oh, fuck, I haven't played 1.16 in a bit, so I've got to fix some settings now and then. Okay, some stuff is correct. Yeah, Zach, if you ever want to join, you can.
Really quickly. Uh, just look at my stream really quickly.
For some context, let's. Uh, that's all you get.
Thanks, I hate drug.
Anyway,
Did he use those? He did.
what are you doing? How are you? Oh, fuck, I'm still watching your stream. I was like, what are you doing? I thought I left the stream.
No.
But now I have. Everyone knows Freakazoid's brain has a chocolate coating. Who's watching my stream? Oh boy. Is it you, Zach? By chance?
No, I'm not. I'm watching
Oh,
some you actual person watching, I think.
hey! Welcome!
Hey.
Welcome to the stream. You can join the server. I put the code in the description. It will change every stream I do. And it's basically just going to be for the duration of the stream that the server will be up at any given time. But anyway, welcome. This is a no rule server. Do whatever the hell you want. Okay. It's not the right tool.
Um,
Let me turn down by like one chunk.
huh.
What?
I hopped on to see, and it says now there's only one.
Yeah, okay, so the person left. The ethereal person we had.
Huh.
general. Now it's not even saying anyone's watching, even though you said you were.
What?
Whatever.
Huh?
Stuff and things.
I couldn't hear you. I was watching the Monster Hunter official movie trailer 2020 with Mila Jovovich and Tony Jaa. Uh.
Okay, lag. That was a legitimate moment. I swung my sword. He took no damage. Here, let me just knock some of the tabs and stuff off that I'm not using. Alright. Yeah, that should increase.
They're bringing the cooking cats to the Monster Hunter World movie.
The what?
The cats, you know the cat species that you have as like kind of a pet in the game?
No, I don't know anything about Monster Hunter. I literally know nothing about like the big dragon boy who got in Smash for some reason. Like it's cool that he is. I just don't get why. Like, okay, we don't get a character, but we get the dragon.
So Monster Hunter has I forget what they're called. I think they're just simply called feline or something else interesting. But basically, there are these like kind of cat sidekicks that just kind of exist to do like stupid basic tasks for you while you're hunting. And there's one that's just known for being like a master chef in universe.
Okay. I mean, I have no food, but I guess I could technically go to the Nether right now. I was hoping for this to be like a more traditional Minecraft playthrough, but I'm like, oh, why not speed a run?
Yeah, he's called the Meowscular Chef because he's just a muscular cat. That's the chef.
All right, now we're starting to get some better.
He exists literally just to cook shit for you.
Can I say, who was it, like Liam or something like that, who put the who did something that really annoys me whenever someone does this, where they take a very wild and like stupid sounding clip within the specific context of it, and it's like, oh, look how stupid this person or context is.
Uh,
Like he did it with the fucking clip of like one of the Minecraft theories from like MatPat, where
uh-huh.
uh he was like he was briefly talking about how it's like, oh, this temple kind of looks like a sort of religious structure and is built very similar to like real world religious structures. And it was like that's what the context of the line is, but the specific way they cut it out made it seem like he was saying that Minecraft was based on Islam,
Yeah.
which is not at all what that scene is about, and is wildly taking this shit out of context.
Uh, I think I was the one who said, this is stupid, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's
Uh,
why I said that's
but
why
like,
I'm bringing this up.
also, I don't know.
Uh, I'm just like, you can't just fucking take a random clip out of something to portray this joke that is completely unrelated to the context of the episode. Like, you're bashing on a guy because one segment, when you cut it out a certain way, seems stupid. And it's like, yeah, it even
Yeah, he posted that, and I was like, okay then.
and he even says like, yeah, I know that's far fetched and weird, but still, it just proves that this building was based on more like stereotypical like religious structures. It's like, oh, so you cut out the point where he acknowledges it's a stretch and all that. It's like fucking, it's just a stupid clip, and it like really annoyed me that like, because he's one of those guys who like really bashes game theory for existing. It's like I'm not the biggest defender of game theory even. It's just like I remember watching that episode and being like, okay, I know that's a stretch, but I get the
Well,
logic
also,
here.
like, you don't know that, like, both Ryan and Liam. Okay, so both Ryan and Liam bash, game theory, but also both Ryan and Liam, like, used to watch a shit ton of game theory, and they just don't like the, like, direction the show has taken. That's why they kind of bash on it.
I also is one of those. I'm like, has it really changed that much though? It's like, yeah, it has in some ways. I'm like, like if you watch an older episode, it's really not that much different.
I don't know.
So like I said, it's one of their opinions I just really don't agree with. Where it's
Yeah.
so I feel like it's just shallow and like I said, picking on something for existing. It's like of all the qualities of game theory to pick on, it's like, yeah, sometimes they make a stretch. You can't always be a winner on like a bi-weekly series.
But that's just the thing. It's like, I don't know. Some people might always hate it, but it's like it's not that big of a problem.
Yeah.
Like I watch game theory on and off, and I kind of like this is kind of interesting. This is kind of an okay point, but I also kind of sometimes just don't care. And I'm like, I don't know. Matt Platt's kind of funny, and he's been around long enough. And it's like, all right.
And also it's like, I think one of the, like the longest running things about game theory that you have to remember is that it's supposed to, even if the theory isn't right, it's supposed to at least teach you something new for the more stretched based theories. Is like one of the mottos of the channel. Of like, all right, even if the theory isn't the most solid, let's at least try to teach people something with it.
Yeah.
And it's like that's one of those cases where it's like, how many people didn't actually know much about Islamic tradition, and then learn stuff from that.
Another thing is, Liam might not necessarily have been bashing on him. He might just have been shit posting. Because it's funny to like mix the context and sometimes make it seem like Matt Pat's slightly going insane. Because you imagine with the life he lives, at any moment he could break from stress.
fucking that's kind
Yeah.
of the running joke of the FNAF theories.
Yeah.
And actually, since this year, since FNAF stuff has slowed down a ton because they're doing like more high quality, like larger, like
Game.
borderline AAA games, still like
Yeah.
indie-ish, but like up to that point where you can actually like legitimately compare it now to a AAA like game.
Mhm.
Because what made Final Fantasy work before was its understanding of modern culture and like how people will look at a situation. It's like having weird RNG events that don't happen always, like Golden Freddy. Like having a creepy extra set of lore that people can read into and like debate and talk about. It's like that's understanding modern culture.
Yeah.
Okay, that's. I'm still on fire. After I died in the lava, losing all the stuff I had gotten up to that point, I burned an additional amount of time.
I love binging with Babish, but sometimes some of the things he makes are so funny.
Alright, attempt.
Egg.
So, Zach, for context, I was digging down a little bit to get some iron, and then I dig through the floor, even though I was just digging iron below me, because I'm like, there's no way there's something. It was a fucking cave. I didn't expect that there would be a dead drop 50 feet into lava. That wasn't even a don't dig down situation. That was just.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking.
That was. Huh. Never seen that happen before.
What happened?
Somebody got a bullshit roll on a Risk of Rain run they were starting as Acrid, and they basically instantly got killed because of an animation that plays when Acrid like starts up rounds. That's the first time I've ever seen anything like that. That's so weird.
So because it's raining, I legitimately can't make any progress anymore in Minecraft. There are so many monsters that stayed because after nighttime, and I can't get past any of them because it's fucking raining and I can't get tools because I lost all my supplies because I died in lava.
That's
You know what pisses me off in any game other than maybe a fighting game?
what.
Anytime there's an extra laggy animation or something like, or just an animation that causes you to die just because it exists, like those infuriate me in anything. It's like, can I just go back to doing the things I wanted to do?
Oh man, I can relate. So the default to a game that I can easily talk about that has animations that sometimes might do that to you. The animations in Risk of Rain 2 can fuck you over like really bad on Huntress and who else? Huntress, Captain, I think can sometimes get fucked over, not very often. And Huntress has this one ability, right, where she throws a bouncing glaive, and if you use it in the air, you'll kind of hover in place in order to throw it, and just kind of like float around a little bit. But the time it takes for her to like whip that glaive out is sometimes one of the most aggravating things, because if there's a lot of stone golems, you'll get blasted out so fast that it's like, this isn't fun. But you can also cancel out it with other shit, so it's like, things I hate. Yes, I'm aware of Nala's OnlyFans page. Yes, I support her choice. I'm not her only boyfriend. You know, I don't own her. A storm is coming for misogynists like you. Simpa. Oh, God. Terrible.
What is it? Why would it? What I find funny about that is like, of all the things, you go for Lion King
Yeah.
to make that joke. Like
Yeah.
that could apply to any male Disney character with a love interest, which is like almost all of them.
The only, like, Disney movie I can think of that doesn't really have, like, love interest or stuff going on really is Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Like the first one specifically, because it's like, yes, he gets turned into lava. The only love interest in that movie is fucking Kronk,
How is it Kronk?
because everybody loves Kronk, and don't you dare argue with me on that. I swear to God.
Fair.
If like Kronk is a masterpiece in humans, like he's perfect. Kronk goes well with everything, and I stand heavily on that. Fucking what's his name? The dude who voices Kronk is so like he has such a great voice. Patrick Warburton.
Doesn't he also voice Buzz Lightyear?
Ah,
I know he
dude,
voices
he
a
does.
ton of characters.
He voices a ton of characters. He was in the Bee movie. He voices somebody in Family Guy. I forget who he voices in Family Guy. I don't think he's one of the main dudes in Family Guy, but let's see. He was in a series of unfortunate events. He was in Seinfeld. He voices somebody in Hoodwinked. He was the Tick. That's funny. He has a voice in Open Season. He has a voice in Kim Possible. I'm not sure who. Hoodwinked, Happily Never After. He has voice. He has voice acting things in Scooby Doo. I think. I think yeah, you're right. I think he was the voice actor of Buzz Lightyear in like Star Command. Yeah, he was. You're right. But in like the Buzz Lightyear cartoon.
Yeah, but I still remember him being a version of Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. God, he is just everywhere.
You know, I don't know why. The reason I sent you like put the Freakazoid chat like thing in chat was just because I've been weirdly obsessed with it. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, definitely. But let's show.
And I think it's because it's like the explanation of how he gets his powers is so like I guess it's so like weirdly understandable just because of how modern shit is now. Because like the explanation of he went like through the internet and it drove him insane but also gave him powers. It's like where else would that apply? Like,
Yeah.
that is like the perfect explanation of how you would get like superpowers. Like, oh, he went through a computer, so he gained like digital shit. What blah blah blah. But also, going through the internet would drive you insane. Like absorbing the powers of the internet.
Yeah. I just realized since it's break, I can finally close like 30 tabs that are all school based, and just have regular tabs open,
So it seems like
like my
what's going to
funeral
happen
service tabs.
uh, for me, by the way, in the context of school stuff for me, is I might end up getting a reduced schedule to actually have a reasonable amount of classes. Like every other fucking high school in the district, apparently, it's only doing 4 classes.
Ah, that's kind of true for most high schools, I think. My school's doing 5, but you can also take up to like 2 classes at my school if you want.
We're
Come
taking
to
all
Merlo.
8.
God, your school needs to calm the fuck down. uh, any school that's forcing people to do 8 classes during COVID just needs
And
to
that's the
stop.
standard. I didn't choose to take extra classes.
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's a requirement for everyone. And remember, you don't get the free time to do work in class like you would in normal school. So that's
honestly,
8 hours you have to sit through.
yeah. When like what time does your like Zoom
Or not? No,
classes
it's
start and
technically
end?
4 hours because you're doing 4 classes a day,
Uh-huh.
but still.
What time does your like Zoom classes start and end?
8:30.
So it starts at 8:30 and ends at what time?
2:30.
What? How?
Shit goes on a long time.
Oh my god.
But we also get a 1 hour break in there. Keep that in mind.
Okay. You want me to explain to you the schedule I have and how great and flexible it is? Canvas, BSD school district, BSD student. Let me really quickly just like let me find my schedule because the Merlo student schedule is superb. At first I didn't like full classes, but like the more I've done it, the more I'm like, this is probably better than what a lot of people have. So our daily schedule is period 1. School starts at 8:30. And on a technicality ends at 2:30, but in reality, our school day ends at 1:40. So we start at period 1, 8:30 to 9:15, 5 minute break, contact no shows. Period 2, 9:20 to 9:50. Then there's a 40-minute productivity time after period 2. And then you have period 3 from 10:30 to 11, and then you have a hour and a half long lunch.
Hour and a half? You get a full half hour extra?
Yeah, it technically it's supposed to be productivity time, but you don't have to like join any classes during that time, so you could just have an hour and a half long lunch. And then it goes from 12:30 to 1. That's period 4. Then there's another 10-minute break, and then period 5. And then a 15-minute like productivity time that you don't have to use. So school for me starts at 8:30, ends at 1:40.
Yeah.
And then after that, not only with that, our school doesn't do classes on Wednesday. So our school is sneaking under the radar, and instead of doing classes on Wednesday and assigning you more work, the teachers all take time. There's only one class on there's only one class on Wednesday, and you can join any class, any teacher you want, and they'll help you with work. And you could choose to join their Zoom, and they'll be on for like a couple of hours of that day.
So, at base, because it's base now, not HS2.
Mm-hmm.
The current system is you have 8 classes, you do 4 one day, and then it alternates A days and B days, 4 of one, 4 of the other set.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesdays are like homeroom advisory days, where you only have one class at 8:30 that's an hour long.
See, our class on Wednesday is only like 20 minutes long if you want. Or you go as long as you need to get bonus work done.
So stuff and things.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I don't know how long our breaks actually are between, because we do have small breaks like yours does. They don't expect you to join class after class back to back.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't know how long or short they are
Hmm.
off the top of my head. It feels like I'm like get up, go to the bathroom, and I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Which you know how fast I am about that.
Yeah.
So I'm. It's not much. It's maybe like 5 minutes is how it feels. It might technically be 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I know each class is at least an hour. It might be more. No, it's an hour and 10 minutes each class.
Mm-hmm.
Because I start at 8:30 my first class. All classes are the same equal length, and I end at 9:40 at the end of the first class. So yeah, it's an hour and 10 minutes.
Hmm.
So
Honestly, I'm just trying to convince more people to go to Merlot simply because of how much they help you with planning out your future in comparison to regular schools. Because like Merlot will like help you fact check and see like what you have to do and help you make multiple plans for your future after you leave. And that's probably like the best thing about Merlot is they're just like we have Kelly Logan, who's like our career like counselor, right? And she will sit you down and like talk to you about like every option possible, and she'll find you like job opportunities or the best path to take if you want to start doing something. So it's like if you want to get like any like option, it's like you want to become a chef, here's some options, here's some ideas, here's schooling, here's how much it would take to sustain,
here's the
and here's
thing:
like a
I
plan.
could get that if I wanted, but it's not stand like I could if I specifically sought out to do that.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's a lot more integrated in your case.
Yeah, no, it's like heavily integrated, especially during senior year, because in senior year they like the in so we have like what's basically homeroom every day as our first period. And as a senior at Merlot, like homeroom like towards the like mid to like end of your like this year it's quarters because of COVID, but it used to be hexters. But like during your course in hexters as a senior, you dedicate all of like focus to researching like career options and stuff and talking to people in the industries that you might want to like investigate.
That's here's the issue: is almost every one of my classes like to have something small like that related to their class. So you're not really learning how to get a job you want. You're learning how to get the job those teachers want you to get.
Yeah, no.
And it's
Like
always
if you want
really
to do like
stressful shit. Like, here's a go out and personally interview someone who works at an engineering site. It's like, cool. That's a real skill I definitely need for being an engineer. Interviewing other engineers.
yeah. Like we interview engineers and stuff, but like we talk to them about how they got into it. That's why we interview them.
Oh yeah, well that's what we're asking too. But it's like, I get the idea, but you don't get a choice to not do like something like that
Mm-hmm.
at my school. There's no. That's just you're locked in that. If you like, the choice is either to do that or do health stuff. If you decided, hey, maybe I want to do artsy stuff, switch to ACMA is what they say. That's legitimately what they told me when I said like, hey, I wonder if I could get more like art support stuff. They said, oh, just go to ACMA. It's like
Yeah.
I don't want to switch schools after being here for like how long? 6 years, I think now. Like, yeah, switch schools after being here for 6 years. That's my school's advice for you.
Yeah. The other thing about
Thanks.
Merlot is it's easy to switch to Merlot because there's like less people at Merlot. It's like we have an annoying thing called like I forget what it's called, but it's like an introduction class to Merlot that's like always takes up your first quarter if you're a new student. But like after that, it's like regular classes and stuff. I think it's called like Discovery or some stupid stuff like that. That's the only thing about Merlot nowadays is Discovery, but besides that, it's like the school's pretty great.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello.
Eh,
You want to play Minecraft on my stream?
I hate Minecraft.
Okay.
it's a shame.
It is.
Wait,
I wish I liked it.
Why don't you like it?
I
Yeah,
find
actually,
it
though-
boring. I just find it boring. I'm not a person that's like no end to a game. Just kind of keep going.
There is an end to the game, though.
Not really. It's not really an ending.
Have
In
you
my
ever
opinion.
tried to beat it at least?
I have beat it.
Oh,
Beat Minecraft. I just don't enjoy it.
okay.
Don't have the
Okay.
imagination to build stuff and all that kind of stuff. It's just not my thing.
Huh. It's interesting.
I know. I wish I liked it.
Especially when you think about the countless hours we've split onto like Raft.
I know.
You know, it is interesting because like I also like I used to like Minecraft, but I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. But I really like Raft, and they're borderline, like they're different. Don't get me wrong; they're very different games, but they're similar enough that I should enjoy one over the or should like be able to enjoy both of them.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know. I'm just waiting for like the full next update, the like mountains and caves update, and then I'll probably start maybe playing Minecraft again. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because if they had like newish things to explore, like Raft is doing, because Raft's exploration is like amazing, especially with the story islands.
Mm-hmm.
My only problem with Raft right now is I can't fight Big Bird with the bow and arrow because he's really hard to hit, and I can't like predict pathing well enough with how chaotic it is in Raft.
Yeah.
So when I go onto the caravan island, I get dunked on by him, and I'm like, God fucking damn it. Fucking bitch ass bird eating rocks at me. Me, damn bird. Where'd my dog go? Oh, you just
All right. Well, are you streaming, JJ?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck on your stream.
Cool.
Is Liam playing Ape Out? He is. Get any viewers recently? Or any more views during the stream or now?
Nope. Okay, let's see if I can get. Perfect.
I'm currently viewing just to see what's going on in the world.
You could join and experience it yourself.
I could do that, but I don't know. I might not. I really don't know. Like, I have such mixed opinions about Minecraft nowadays, and I don't know why or how I got them. Something I really used to like, and every time I try and play again, I just find less and less joy in playing it, and I'm like, why is this how it is? I don't know.
Well, I am actually like on decent fucking speedrun pace by my standard. And I'm not speedrunning. I don't have a timer going or anything like that, so I don't think this run's legitimate enough for me to like make it count. be better if I...
At some point today or tomorrow, I have to make a quiche, and I'm kind of dreading it.
Okay.
So I have a cooking class, and like I want to do it, but also like I don't know what to do with the quiche. Like I have plans, and it sounds good in my head, but like I know in practice it could go wrong or something, and I'm just like I don't want to deal with a quiche. There's something menacing about French cooking, and I don't like it.
Just watch Ratatouille bunch.
That's true. Except they don't make a quiche and ratatouille.
But it will get
What if
you familiar with French cooking.
That's true. What if I just end up like watching Ratatouille and then trying to make a quiche, but instead I end up with a dish of Ratatouille? I'm like, how the fuck did this happen?
It's like the Google search result help. I accidentally built a shelf.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the context here?
Know who we could get instantly on the server if she wasn't Christmas shopping? We could get Michelle within like a matter of seconds. Just at Michelle, hey, Minecraft server, and just yeet it at her, and she'd be like, yeah.
Who joins?
It's Nathan!
Hey, you want to join the server?
Yeah, in a sec.
Currently
Doing a
on stream.
Minecraft stream.
I'm
Oh,
still using speedrunner tactics, I guess, at this point. Just because it's kind of habit now.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like-
kind of hard not to like get into a world and just immediately in the first 20 minutes have just
Like, I have a nether portal going. I have no base. I'm trying to get back to the server so I can get more food because I'm trying to go at, like I said, a more relaxed pace.
what's Tito doing?
I'm just relaxing, and that's what I've been doing for like the past couple of days. My classes are done, and I'm gonna do a little bit of work on my schoolwork sometime over the break, but probably not today or this weekend. And my dog is sleeping on my floor somewhere like a good boy.
All right, Nathan, I've got to know, how many classes do you have right now?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
How many is like the average for your school though?
4.
Okay. JJ has fucking 8.
Oh, so you're still...
Yeah, we're all
Are you in the same district?
Yes. HS2 is just fucking insane.
or base as it's called, according to what you just said.
Based?
Beaverton Academy of Science and Engineering.
Based?
Base! B-A-S-E.
Based High School?
Not T,
Yeah.
you're adding a T sound. I never said a T sound.
Yeah, you're adding a T.
It's a based high school.
No, there's no T, Nathan. It's just base.
Tito, it's based.
No, stop.
The high school is based.
I'm gonna stick Luca
Where
on
did you even get the T sound?
you-
It was
Do
never
you even
there.
read it, my dude? Do you even read it, my guy?
Yeah, we read it. I was on Reddit looking at fucking things earlier.
I have no clue what base is on Reddit.
Redditor.
I know narwhal bacon's at midnight and shit like that. I've never heard of based.
Based?
Nathan, watch my stream
Never
right
heard
now.
of based?
From Reddit, no.
What?
All I know is
Really?
turkey based.
I don't think it originated from Reddit.
Did it not?
No.
What
Have
is
I
it?
been lied to?
I don't
Have
even
the
know what
memes
it is.
Lied to me? The memes lied?
What even is it?
It's so hard to explain. It's one of those things you see and it's funny and then you get it, but based the quality of having an opinion without regard of what other people think, often controversial opinion, but not always. Upon expressing such an opinion, it is customary for others to acknowledge the person as being based. Return to
Oh.
monkey, AO based. That's like a that's
That made me cringe, that example. You know it's actually, like, that's how, you know you use the word right when there's cringe involved.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
where
like-
did this come from?
Is that not actual Reddit lingo? Like, people
No.
are
I
don't
just
think it's
low
from Reddit.
Reddit based.
No.
No.
Wow.
I've never.
I'm
What?
learning a lot.
I've
that's
been
wonderful.
I've been like in Reddit culture, even if I didn't actually have a Reddit account until like a couple years ago.
A word used when you agree with something or when you want to recognize someone for being themselves, i.e., courageous and unique, or not caring what others think, especially common in online political slang. That's the second definition for base. Oh, it continues. Hold on. The opposite of courage. Sometimes the opposite of bias. The latter usage is the original use of, as coined by rapper Lil B, and the word originally took off on the meta-ironic website 4chan, with the latter
4chan.
meaning for the reason the word is largely used meta-ironically. Without context, you can't tell if it's being used ironically or sincerely, as it's used in both ways. And
That's a very good description right there.
And was popularized in online political slang on conversations and the political right before being adopted into mainstream online political slang.
It's
Likely
not
thought-
mainstream though. I've never heard this.
Yeah, it is. No, it is mainstream, JJ. I don't
I
know
still
how
haven't
you.
heard this.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't,
know how you haven't heard
that's
this.
the more impressive thing here is that you've never heard of base.
Well, I also
Likely
avoid like all
thought-
social media but Reddit, so
Likely, well, it's also 4chan, but yeah. Well, yeah. You avoid 4chan, so yeah, you wouldn't probably know. Likely thought shitposting websites or subreddits such as r/political compass memes that
yeah, I don't
are
care
similar
about
to
fucking political
4chan.
memes. So
Yeah, in their meta irony and edginess, but
so
contain
so
a wider
it is on
variety.
Reddit in a very specific circumstance.
Yeah. A variety of political beliefs and eventually adopted into general online vernacular. When used in online political language, it can mean based in fact, or the opposite of bias due to the number of people who saw it being first used seriously by the online political right and came to the conclusion that it was related to the phrase destroyed with facts and logic in reference to the right-wing personality of Ben Shapiro. Example 1, meta-ironic shitposter. Past gifts of funny monkey return to monkey. Commenter based. Example 2, meta-ironic. 4chan Anon 1. I'm going to commit hate crimes. 4chan Anon 2. Based. Example 3, politics. Leftist 1. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. Leftist 2. Based. Oh, and this whole entire post was by somebody named Leftist Monkey. yeah. Oh, there's a third definition. This one's really fast. Base, the opposite of cringe. The 8-ball jacket slap is still the most base thing on the internet.
I'm guessing it's full caps.
No.
By how you're reading that? Oh,
No.
dang it. You just put so
4.
much like energy into that.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. 4, based, is when you don't care what people think. It's a way of life. Fuck, I don't care about I'm being fucked over right now by a fucking text box.
Based.
So it's,
Okay.
it's basically anti-cringe the word.
Kinda, there's other things going on with it. It's stupid. It,
All depends
here's
on
the,
context.
there's so many definitions. Let's go through another one. Number 4, for based. It's when you don't care what people think. It's a way of
Yeah, I
life,
got
doing what
that.
you want, how you want, wearing what you want. The LV book bag looks gay on you. I don't care. I'm based. Number 5, base. To be yourself regardless if you hurt police are on are
I think I've gotten it by now, Zach.
No! We must talk more about the word base! To be yourself
English language is amazing.
to be yourself regardless if your beliefs are not the most popular. Steve, man, even though I'm getting radioed
All right,
on Twitter.
Here's an opinion. I really don't care for the word based. Just
And I'm
because
getting,
of the
canceled.
exposure I'm getting into it.
Based.
Cancel him.
JJ, I don't really care about the word base, Tito. Base. I still ain't gonna apologize to these snowflakes. Jake. Base, very base. Number 6, base, short for debased, referring to the concept. Okay, no more base definitions. That's enough.
If you say that word again, I'm gonna come to your house. Take your dog. My dog.
Dude, you
Pick
can
it up.
have my fucking dog.
No,
pick
thank
it up
you.
and
I have
carry
too
it.
many already. I'll wake him
Wait,
up. That's what I'll do.
I thought you had 4.
Yeah,
Why did you say you only had 2?
I said I had too many.
Oh, have another one.
It's like, oh, you haven't heard?
Oh, you haven't heard?
There could only be one Luca.
That's why Tito had the funeral thing up the other day. It was for your dogs.
What is that funeral thing?
No.
Are you gonna tell me?
No?
Okay. Alright.
I'm surprised you haven't figured out. Tito killed Ryan.
I knew it. Fake Ryan.
Fake
Top-
Ryan.
Fake Ryan. We'll have
Just
to,
am right
we'll
now.
have to,
Fake Ryan.
com. Nice.
Fake. I see the bullshit. This looks like he's gonna see these messages and he's gonna think we're mad for some real reason, but no. It's gonna be like,
What do you
why are-
ask? What do you ask? Just start playing with the base.
And then just link in the live stream with a timestamp.
Oh. The time when Tito's defining base.
Which would be about 50 minutes, by the way, if you want to.
Let's see.
Just give him a timestamp to 50 minutes, the link. Let him understand a joke for himself.
Ryan is based.
Ryan uses that word more than anyone I know.
He
Really?
does.
I have not heard anyone fucking say this term, other than basting a turkey.
Based. That's based.
Nathan.
Basest.
The one reason I would assume you don't hear this term is because, like, a whole entire different, like, grade of children use it than you, JJ. Like, all the shitters that, like, go to school. Like, at my school, it's, like, the kind of, like, popular kids, you know? Just, like, the really
Oh
annoying
yeah,
ones. who are
probably.
kind
And I
of-
haven't
Your
had first.
popular kids are saying based?
Yeah.
What is
Actually,
up
that
with
the
Merlo?
thing is
What?
that feels like HS2 too. If it's not
Yeah.
a common school, they probably have those type of kids as the popular kids, quote unquote.
Like,
What
fucking...
are your popular kids? I'm so confused.
Our
I don't think
popular
anyone-
kids...
They're the kids
popular
who don't
has
want to be
Ever
there.
said based.
See, our popular Merlot kids could be gang leaders. That's the thing. We're
Why
like
are,
we're
the
fucking
PG
monsters.
version of that?
Yeah.
Like, they're not at all. Like, they're still like fairly smart people because they're going to like the smart kid option school.
yeah, but here's the other thing about like Merlot students. You have like 3 grades of students. You have kids who are there because they have like mental problems or just abilities and just need help getting through school. And then you have kids who are there because drugs. And then you have people like me who are just there because I fucking hate life. And it's like not that I can't do school or like I have mental problems or I do drugs. It's just I'm so fucking depressed I can barely live. That's like the 3 archetypes of like Merlot. Everyone there is just like a shitlord. Base.
Based.
Can we just stop saying the word now?
Oh,
I'll find
JJ.
another even more annoying
What?
word. Give me a second.
I found a ruined portal that in the chest had enough obsidian to finish it.
Oh.
Oh, that's lucky. That's very lucky.
Good
I'm trying to
champ.
beat my personal best because like I keep restarting when I'm just not making like good runtime, but I really need to start tackling like my PB rather than, trying to just go for world record.
Wait, hold up.
You should never try to go for world record, unless you're legitimately unless your personal best is close to the world record. Don't go for world record.
Yeah, 2 hours 45 minutes is very close, very very close, actually, to the world record
Of 20 minutes.
of like 13 minutes. Yes, you get it. You get it.
Apparently, the fastest speedrun in Minecraft ever is like 2 minutes long, basically.
Right, because there's that one world with a auto-filled and a portal,
Yep.
like a village. I watched a video on like the full history of Minecraft speedruns, and it's pretty cool.
All right, I might finally build a base for this server, or at least where I will sleep.
Can I say stuff like, "Hey, come go check out that link in the description to that video," and then like get people angry that there's no link,
Yeah,
or like force you to make you feel like obliged that you have to put a link. Obliged? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right. I'm just forcing you to do stuff just because I say it'll happen.
Alright, time to actually build a house now. I haven't built a house in Minecraft in forever. I don't even know what I want to go for. I almost want to do like a rough sketch of what my house would look like.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I was distracted.
I'm just saying, I'm
He
that
wants to do a
person who
rough sketch.
overthinks his house design in Minecraft so much that I was like, I need to do a rough sketch of this. I need a sense of scale and direction.
Yes. How is home? I think my design base is from like one of the oldest Minecraft YouTubers, Chimney Swift, back when he still did Minecraft, which I think he started doing again. But he made a house that like design, and he called it like the Quablo or some shit. And I've just used that the base for like all the houses I've ever made. I'm like, this works well. Fuck it. Tito, utility over niceness.
So Nathan, wait, Zach, you played this in like chat at one point, right? Biggering. And
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did. He showed me that.
I
He like
wanted to
gave me the
explain-
full talk, like.
No, I didn't. I wanted to explain, like, the interesting shit you explained to me, but to, like, Nathan and Liam, and they just completely shut me down. I was like, fuck it, I'll just let JJ explain this shit, because he's better at it. JJ, hit him with that fucking, Lorax speech, man.
Alright.
It was actually good.
So the point of Lorax, the book, was about how if you took too much of any one resource, only caring about your own selfish gain and benefit, you would destroy more than you would gain and ruin everyone's lives in the process. Right, that's the original book's kind of concept. And that it's hard to come back from something like that, and if you want to, you have to care a lot. That's the whole final line of the book is, unless someone like you
Right.
cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. Right? That's the crucial final line of it. The movie, when it originally began production, under the writers, back when the writers actually had control to make a film they wanted, wanted to nail into that idea that anyone could be it. And they didn't want Onceler to be like a cartoony, like, stereotypical businessman. They didn't want that. They wanted to be like a relatable everyman and show how anyone could be like this, even like goofy, likable people.
Right.
And Biggering was built around that premise, where up to this point he's been super friendly and nice, but now he's pushing away the Lorax, who he initially in the beginning of the film actually listens to a fair bit, and now decides for himself that he wants to start going bigger. This is his own decision in Biggering. In How Bad Could I Be, the song that Corporate had them replace it with, he never looks at the scene around him. He always says shit like, oh, like, even the name of the song is How Bad Could I Be? He doesn't actually seem to understand what he's doing. Which is a corporate fallacy that's been done forever, like including tobacco companies, alcohol companies. The ignorance fallacy, we don't know what we're doing. We didn't know the side effects of X thing until it happened. So, and it's like, yeah, it's a good parody on legitimate corporate fallacies, but it isn't a human thing. That's something a big building, like, thing. A person doesn't have that type of fallacy or, like, process. And that's not realistic to his character up to this point. It's a contradiction because that's not what his character was built on, so now you have two contradicting standpoints and everything. And there's a lot to this. Do you really want the full fucking explanation of this?
I do.
Sure.
Alright. So, while Biggering is very, like, here, and they change a lot of lines to be way softer, like, and way kind of goofier. So, in Biggering, he says, our company's animal just, or he says it was like, there's a simple principle that everyone knows, it's like a simple principle of nature that everyone knows, something, the animal that wins has to do it by the claw, kick, and punch, and the other that doesn't winds up someone else's lunch. He's like, and the other that doesn't winds up someone else's lunch, and this is by the time he's really descended in the song. He's nowhere as goofy as he is in the beginning of the song. Comparably. But in How Bad Could I Be, by this point in the song, he was still like, and the animal that doesn't could wind out someone else's lunch. And he doesn't have like the claw, click, and punch lines. Like, it's like, oh, if you don't try to win, you'll lose. Is basically what he's saying in How Bad Could I Be, which is like nowhere near as serious or like, it doesn't seem like he cares at all. Which is the exact opposite of what is going on. And also, the Lorax has no lines in How Bad Could I Be, I'm pretty sure. Whereas he's still constantly trying to tell the Onceler, no, stop, you're making a mistake. And he's not trying to tell the Onceler that he's stupid just for doing this. He's saying, like, or just because it's good for the trees. He's also saying that it's like, no, it's hurting the Onceler's life. You don't understand where you're going with this. You're giving into your own pride and greed. Is basically what he's saying in Biggering. Whereas he's just as silent and just kind of made fun of in How Bad Could I Be, which is like, you don't want the titular movie's character, who's supposed to be like the figure of wisdom warned against someone who's straying down a dark path, to be a joke or like just like a slight hindrance. And another example of like in How Bad It Could Be being way more ignorant. In How Bad Could I Be, he said it was like, who cares if some things are dying? But in Biggering, he says, who cares if some trees are dying? Or who cares if a few trees are dying?
Is it the other way around?
No, it's in How Bad Could I Be, he says some things, implying that he doesn't really know what he's destroying. Which obviously he knows he's cutting down trees, but he doesn't know. It's a lot less upfront about it. He's like, oh, some things might be hurt, but it's not much. Whereas it's like, it's very clear in Big Ring, he knows he's killing all these trees and everything around it. And he's like downplaying it to the crowd, like, oh, it's just a few trees. And also the way he delivers it is. And also, like, what the core message of the songs get down to is very different, where it's the whole point of Big Ring is that the idea that pride drives greed and greed drives destruction for your own gain, right?
Right.
That's what Big Ring, that's Lorex's whole rant in that song. Whereas in How Bad It Could Be, there really isn't a point. It's just corporate ignorance of the song, which, like I said, is a thing that happens. It is a trope that corporates use when they don't want to take responsibility for something. And to make themselves seem better. But it's not as good of a message or idea. And it strays from, like I said, what the Onceler's character is built on, and then you have conflicting information and standpoints, and it's a weaker character overall. It sucks out the humanity of him as a person.
Is that it's substituting an actual song that is like for the character for a song is meant to reflect real world issues.
And this was all done because the corporate behind it was like, you should not do this. You should do this instead because it's much more friendly towards our image.
Exactly. It's like they didn't want. Basically, the Onceler was too real in the original cut of the film.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we can't have that. And that's why, you know, like, O'Hare, whatever his name is?
Yeah.
What do you mean, whatever his name is? Excuse me.
Do you like O'Hare?
O'Hare.
O'Hare sucked. He was like the worst character.
Yeah, that's the point. He's just a terrible person.
But he was specifically made because the corporate producers wanted there to be villain, kids can root against this villain. He's the bad guy, but they didn't want the Onceler to be the sole antagonist of the film.
Right.
Because
the Onceler, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to look at it as hey, the Onceler. Well, the Onceler isn't an antagonist.
Yes, he is.
Well, they didn't want him to be the main threat of the film.
Tells
because he's the protagonist of his own story, but they didn't want him to be the threat of the situation.
Right, because he never was in the original books anyway. His whole thing is that that's his story, and you should reflect on that, and then choose what happens with O'Hare based on, or just to try not to make the same mistakes, right?
O'Hare doesn't exist in the book.
Well, I mean, yeah, in the movie itself.
Yeah, but O'Hare. Here's the issue with O'Hare, though. Air isn't a resource like trees. It doesn't take time to grow, and however he's making it via whatever Dr. Seuss logic, there's no reason for us to believe that he couldn't keep doing it infinitely. We never see anything in the film about how it's limited, so it's not even it's not an accurate comparison to make from a business venture standpoint. And there's no standpoint that no one could afford it in there. It's everyone can fucking afford it in the movie. Also, they changed Tim, the main kid who talks to the Onceler, right? In the original plan of the film, he wanted a tree just because it was a gimmick. Just because he was like, oh, I want a cool thing to have that no one else will.
Right.
He's a very stereotypical commuter, and then he learns the actual weight of it and understanding of it. Which is a way cooler message than...
Better. It's way cooler than, oh, girl want tree, so I'm gonna get tree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much better, actually.
This is why I let JJ explain things instead of me trying to explain them, because he does his explanation so much better.
And my favorite thing about the cut version of the Needville song, where he says this, basically, is I think it was like something like I'd play with it every day. I would love it more than anything else. I've never asked for anything more in my life except for the time I wanted like a phone, a computer, a bike, a motorbike, so on, so on. He keeps going down the list of like 10 other things he wanted, and it's like, yeah, that's a very accurate to what this movie's trying to portray him as up to this point.
It's a very much more consumer.
Yeah, and
like
that's
part of the song.
and that's the only thing I think the final film kind of gets in any aspect is the idea that a consumer is just as much of a threat as the big corporation,
Right.
because it's those corporations couldn't get anywhere if people weren't buying this.
Big corporations when they get the Lorax to sponsor them.
Yeah.
More like other way around. Yeah.
And also, Big Ring is just a better song.
Yeah.
I will disagree on that part though. I actually liked the other song. But I guess
Oh,
that's
I'm not saying
personal
it's a bad
preference.
one. It's made to be catchy and it works for that aspect. But I just think Big Ring is an overall like more theatrical and like better fitting song for what it's supposed to be, and isn't as poppy and kind of generic as How Bad Could I Be?
I just straight out don't like How Bad Can I Be. I think it's a terrible song. That's just me, personal opinion.
Like it's
You just
basically
I just
like
hate that song.
like Big Ring gives me a lot of like Hunchback of Notre Dame Hellfire vibes, I guess.
another movie I haven't seen.
Just
Nathan.
Hellfire is it's a really grand epic song, and you have to also remember it's the villain song of that movie. And it's also one of like the darker like mainline Disney movies. I know Black Cauldron, it's like the infamous dark film.
Oh, Black Cauldron is so great.
Like I said, I'm not saying it's like a bad film at all. I'm just in the slightest. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's like Black Cauldron is like the infamous dark one, but like Hunchback's the other infamous dark one.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Makes a bit more sense than when Tito explained it.
How did Zach explain it?
I explained it shittily in
explain it
a couple
terribly,
seconds. No, I did a
The thing
shit
is that
job.
there is like
It's just bigger. How bad could I be? Teaches the wrong lesson. I guess is the easiest way to explain it.
right.
It
I don't
has a
think
point.
Tito like proved
I
that.
didn't even bother like trying
Yeah.
to point that out. I just pointed out like, I was like, Lorax, 2012 Lorax, which I think is personally a bad movie.
Oh yeah,
um,
overall it's not. It has one or two
yeah,
good jokes. Like
2020
okay,
Lorax.
No,
There-
2012.
Oh.
there is one
Like,
little
oh,
joke
no.
that I think was legitimately clever, and it's when Tim first meets Onceler, and he's like, he's just talking. It's how the story starts, basically, like Onceler story. That is not the movie story, and it's like Onceler starts with like a long time ago, and Tim was like, "Do we have to start a long time ago? Can we just get to the point?" It's like, "No. Do you want the seed or not?" He's like, "Fine. All right. A long time ago." And then the story starts. I'm like, "That's a clever line. That's."
I remember the bits like so well. I can't remember if that was one of the movies that I've watched like over and over again.
Yeah.
Uh,
I may have had that one on replay.
and yeah, like my other issue with how the Onceler ended up being is he fell into the very thing they were trying to avoid him being, where it often feels like it's because of someone else's fault that he does bad things. It's always like his family pushed him to do it, and shit like that. And it's like,
mean, he's the
Big
one
Ring
that
makes
gave
it
in.
very clear he wanted to go bigger. Like for example, which implies to me that of that draft of the film at that point, he was the one pushing himself to go bigger, like the original film. And even the phrasing of the word "biggering" sounds more Dr. Seussy
Yeah.
than "How bad can I be?" I think the other issue is I don't think they spend enough time on Onceler's biggering as a thing. Like, that's the my issue is even with biggering as a song, I like it, but I kind of wish it didn't have to be a part of the entire process. Like, basically, in both the version of the film, his corporate expansion is one song.
Mhm.
While as, like, 80%, I think, people have done the math of the book and the original animated short film from the 60s are dedicated to the biggering. It's and also that's one of the things I really liked about like the animated short film is the ones are several points during this process of expanding is it's also a very slow process. It's very like, oh, I'm making the first stage of my factory. I'm getting my first line of workers to cut down trees. And there's that one point where Loris is like, look at what you're doing to the Swanee Swan. He's like, oh God, what am I doing to the Swanee Swan? And then you see like a silhouette reflection of himself on the back wall. It's like, well, what about your workers? You just hired them on. Would you want to fire them right away, even though you just got them? Like, that's just being a bad boss. It's how about how they feel, not just the Swanee Swan. He's like, well, I guess I'll go for a bit of a while more. Is like his first like excuse to himself. And then it becomes, well, what do you want me to do? Fire 100,000 workers? And then even the Lorax is like, well, I don't know. It's just, but you're doing a bad thing. And there's shit like that. It's like, oh, the fact that the Onceler's like a set adult, I think, is also one of the things that changes. I get him being young initially, but he doesn't feel like he ages at all. I'm like, am I supposed to believe he built this entire factory, made this entire business in like 4 years at most?
Yes.
How do you cut down an entire biome's tree resource in like that
Dr.
amount?
Seuss. Oh, should have marked where my portal was.
And that's one of like the cool things about the book is it feels like it happens over a very long time. It's like it's very much a Rome wasn't built in a day. Onceler's empire and company wasn't built like that fast.
Right. Well,
I don't remember that. Huh.
don't remember what.
I'm watching some clips from the Black Cauldron because it's a movie I haven't watched in a while, but I used to I grew up on the Black Cauldron, right? And there's this scene where like it's the army of the dead rising from like some like goop, right? And they have this distorted effect on them, so it just makes them harder to like see and like perceive. And it's really like good.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky, scary.
As I mentioned earlier, it's one of the darkest films in like Disney
Werewolf
history.
Bar Mitzvah.
I'm going to pretend I understood.
I love how I love how contrasting the villain though of the Black Cauldron is versus his sidekick. Because if you know like the Black Cauldron's villain, it's just this like lich in like a very dark maroon red robe, and then he has this like just kind of like goblin sidekick that's very energetic and will like pull on his like cloak, and it's just like, don't do that, man.
It also just feels like the other thing with biggering is it feels like there's a lot more effort put into the singing and like setup of it all.
Right.
Like especially when they get to the end and like the and all that. It's like it picks up so fast and it's so damn intense, and it's like I said, it feels theatrical. It feels like it should be in a movie. Whereas a lot of the ones there feels like a cut down miniseries almost, like a 3-part thing.
Right.
It almost feels like a high budget TV special, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair description.
Actually, that's a fair amount of Illumination films.
Yeah.
Who's
Ryan, really quickly, because we had a very large conversation about it. I'm not going to
Right.
bring up the Lorax. Ryan, how often do you use the word based?
Right?
Ryan, you can't talk. Delete him. Ha!
We can't hear you.
Hello?
I'm trying to talk to them.
There
Oh,
we
there you
go.
go. There you go.
Oh, okay. Okay, there. Hey guys, what's up?
Hi,
Okay.
what's up?
How often do you use the word base?
Semi-often? Why?
We had a stupidly
It
long
is the real him.
conversation about it.
What? Wait, hold on. Okay. First off,
Sorry.
I need to know what bullshit of mine are you seeing through? What does that mean? That's
go to like
concerning.
No, it's nothing. We're just messing around.
Uh,
No,
we
wait,
had a
what
bit
is
for a bit where you were.
you'll have to watch my live stream to figure out.
watch this live stream.
I
We
can't
were talking
remember
about,
exactly
When the
what.
live stream archive goes up, we're still technically streaming.
there's oh yeah, I brought up like the funeral tabs on my PC, right? And Nathan's like, "Why do you have those?" And I was like, "Oh, I killed Ryan." And he's like, "So the one we've been talking to is like," I was like, "Yes, he's a fake Ryan."
Oh, okay.
And so it's like fake Ryan. No, yeah, I said when we sent those messages, he's gonna join chat like we're acting like curious why we're mad at him, and we're not.
Yeah.
We're just like he's fake.
I was so concerned. I thought you guys were like super pissed at me or something. I was like, what
Yeah,
the fuck have I done?
Yeah.
I was genuinely worried. I was like, oh god, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I
always
was like
don't know
when.
if you meant.
Scary asses.
Yeah, we both said those no good fuck with you,
Good god. Well, job well done.
and it did very well.
I
I'm sorry,
I am
Mitch.
currently fucked as we speak. No, it's okay. Don't worry. I was just deeply concerned. That's all. It was just an inside joke. They're not actually mad at me.
Yeah, I've never heard the word base before. That was part of the conversation.
never.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
And then
That
that.
must be nice. You must be living a pretty nice life if you haven't heard base yet.
Except
Oh
for
my God.
2020
We had
being the
Tito
worst year of
read
my
off
life.
like 8 different definitions of the word based. Off of like
God.
Urban Dictionary or something.
Oh my god, that is. I am so sorry, JJ, that you have to endure that stupid shit.
Yep.
Oh my god.
You really can't do it, can you?
Truly cannot. Okay, well, I am going to be on later tonight, but for now I'm going to be playing Breath of the Wild, so I'll talk to you guys later.
No,
Yeah,
stay and talk about it. No way.
I will not.
Ryan, we can
What?
see through you. We're
What?
actually mad at you this time. Don't leave.
I'm going to leave.
Don't leave. We're actually mad.
I'm leaving in 10 seconds.
Grr, I'm angry.
Ryan!
Angry. Can't believe you do this to me.
Are you guys going to be on later tonight?
Yeah, bro.
Probably.
Okay, I'll be on after now. I have gone through some the last hour and a half of mine have been very stressful, so I just want to relax a little bit.
Oh, totally, man. Were you hit by like the
Wait,
last?
no,
like,
Ryan, I have
4
one
big
question to
tests,
ask you that's
too?
very important.
Oh, yeah,
How
what's up,
many
JJ?
classes do you have right now in terms of online?
2.
JJ has 8 classes.
What?
Yeah, they're 2 like A and B days, 8 classes.
Oh my god, Jay, I am so sorry.
Yeah,
I
and he's
only
been
recently
really
learned that
stressed at this.
I've only recently learned that every other school has way less than us.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm really sorry, man. That fucking sucks.
We're helping him rebel against his school.
You should rebel against your school. That is exactly the mindset you should be having right now. Good god.
It's like,
Well-
oh, we have a
well-
Discord help group. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
If you're going on Discord for school help, ugh, that's gotta be pretty rough, huh?
If you have to go to Tito.
Oh my god. Tito, can you help me with my calculus homework?
Well, math is what he is like,
Yeah, I
good
know.
at.
Tito,
You don't
I
want
know
to.
Tito's like super good at math for sure.
Tito, write my essay on like the morality of human beings.
Easy.
Tito, tell me about race relations
Shitty.
in the United States during the 90s.
I've actually been studying that recently in one of my classes, but also not very well. So
Word.
history isn't my thing. It was my grandfather's thing. He could tell you shit about everything, but
Dude. If I had gotten to have a conversation with your grandpa like at this age, me and him would talk about like everything. We talk about like the Cold War. We talk about like Korea. We talk about like fucking Guam and all that shit. Like me and him would be like best friends. I would steal your grandpa.
yeah, you can't have my grandpa or
I
his
would
ashes.
I'm taking his ashes.
Stay away.
Experience.
I'm taking Gramps' ashes.
Takes Gramps rings. Now it's Tito kills you time.
You're allowed to keep the rings. I don't want the cock rings. It's fine.
No, not those. Talk about
Oh,
the
so I
other
can't
thing.
have. Wait, so I can't have the cock rings.
You know, I found condoms in the gun room
Oh,
like a while ago. They were
That's
hella
disturbing.
expired, but it was still really funny. Because I was like,
player.
I brought it up with Dan, and he was just kind of mortified, and I was like, you get what you fucking deserve.
Grandpa must have been like a hardcore pimp then, huh?
I don't know.
I mean, if he's like keeping condoms like there, like just in case, like bro,
Yeah.
come on. That's based.
will
I don't like
fucking
thinking
murder.
about that when he has elderly grandparents. That just that doesn't sit right with me, Ryan.
Do you guys want to hear a statistic that's gonna make you want to kill yourself?
What?
Sure.
Okay. So, according to a university
Kill
study
self.
in around 2014, what was it?
Mm.
35% of couples over the age of 65 still have regular sex.
That's
If
cool.
if you know any elderly couple, there's a 35% chance they're still boning.
I don't like
Good for
relating
them.
it to people I know. That's
Yeah, I know. Doesn't it kind of make you want to die?
like, seeing statistic itself. It's like, oh, that's cool. But then like thinking about
about it,
elderly
yeah.
people you know. And then, yeah. Anyway, nice stream, JJ.
I'm so sorry, Jay.
Fine.
Okay, I'll be on later tonight. I'll talk to you guys later.
This is content. Come back here, you bastard. We're still milking you for money.
I'm not making money off of this though.
Not yet, you
Not
aren't,
yet.
but when you throw us around, people will share the stay.
Okay,
Liam would
peace out,
be a
guys.
good streamer, and everybody knows it.
He would be. That's true.
I want him to stream Hearthstone, but he just won't.
You should stream Hearthstone, Liam.
He could literally
Stream
make.
Hearthstone.
He could make the money to
because
stream
Peter said
Hearthstone
so.
from playing.
I agree.
Wow,
Liam
Liam's just-
could make money.
He
Like, he
is
couldn't make-
Mr.
Fuck
content.
off.
No, hold on. Liam could make enough money to get the expansions he wants in Hearthstone and continue to play Hearthstone
True.
from
Alright.
streaming.
He's pretty good at that.
Because there's like, he has like almost like donkey vibes in terms of funniness. It's just like it's hard not to laugh sometimes.
I agree.
Liam's just like, I don't want you to stream, and I'm like, why? You could have
You
so
mean-
much fucking money.
Yeah,
Oh,
Liam
hi,
can be
Luca.
loaded as fuck.
And
No, then Liam. No, then.
Oh.
Well, I'm about to leave, so alright, guys. I'll use Liam as my replacement. All right, I'll be on
Oh,
later
yeah.
tonight. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Do you guys hear that? Just that like motor engine noise?
Yeah.
That's Luca.
I thought that was like a cat.
No, that's him snorting.
What is he snorting?
Just air. It's the way you like breathe. Hi. Hi, Bobby. Oh, you're about to fall.
That's not a dog, Tito.
Yeah. He sounds like a pig, but it's totally a dog.
Hello.
Hold on.
Where the fuck did my chest plate go?
Luca. Oh, hi.
Zach, why do you want me to stream Hearthstone?
Dude, you would be such a good
You'd make an
Hearthstone
amazing
streamer.
streamer.
And you could make enough money to buy the expansions if you streamed.
Dude, the meta is bad right now.
You don't have to be good at Hearthstone, just be you. Like, you'll do it.
Please don't eat my ring.
See, that's what I said, and then Liam just, like, doesn't listen.
What are you doing? You hear that, like, grunting? That's him.
Oh.
You really do be out here headbutting my hand. Grab your tail.
I will overthrow the Senate in 4 hours flat with my genius ray.
Just something about how Zach talked there just instilled that into me.
Hey, Schmiegeldorf, you shall die!
Dumbledore.
It's like a prosy D voice.
Hello.
Hey,
If you're hearing a lot of background noise,
you're on a
because-
skateboard.
No, actually, I'm not. I'm at the top of a hill that I climbed to in a moor, and there's that really big, scary tree behind me.
Oh.
Kind of cool though.
Wait, hold on. Is that a graveyard or wait? No, morgue.
No, it's a moor, M-O-O-R, like a swampland.
Oh,
Like a moor bounder.
that kind of sucks. If you are in a graveyard, then I don't care. Get
So
out of here.
actually-
I don't even know who joined. There's so
well,
much
moors
wind.
live in-
It's Sage.
Actually, yeah, yeah. Oh shit. So fun fact, there's gonna be a storm in Sherwood. There's gonna be a storm in Sherwood in a little bit. So I came out here to enjoy the wind.
Well, Sage,
And the wind is getting so intense that if I open up the sides of my jacket, I can use it as a sail. Yeah, what's up?
how many classes do you have right now?
How many classes? 5?
JJ has 8
Oh Jesus Christ!
against his will. That's just the standard at his school, and everybody's mad now.
Yeah, that makes sense why everybody would be mad at that. Oh shit, my camera flipped upside
I
down.
was just like, up until now, I thought everyone was just doing their normal school shit fully over Zoom.
Carry the stream. Oh.
How long are you guys' classes?
Ah,
My foot.
My
How
class
long are they?
lasts
Like
like
45
7 to 80 minutes, like the maximum, but most teachers do it for like only like 40.
Alright, so I have to
Oh,
do
yeah,
with 4
I've got
classes a day,
45 minutes,
2
but
sets of
sometimes
classes.
they get cut early.
I have to deal with 2 sets of 4 classes every day, each one 70 minutes long. Always.
It's beautiful.
Always used to its fullest extent, almost always.
Two
Right now-
sets. How does this 2 sets work?
You
If
have
it's
4
2 sets a day.
four Monday, that's the A set, the same 4 Thursday, then Tuesdays and Fridays you have a different set of 4.
Oh, you're just alternating.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was like 8 a day, and I was like, okay.
No, I'm
well,
not spending
yeah.
8 hours on this. Luckily, that is. But I still have to deal with 8 total classes of work.
I mean, we do too. It's just that we do 4 of the same class every day, and then like next semester or next quarter we switch. You know.
So the hill that I was on, just so you all can get
What's
some
up, Liam?
perspective, it's taller than Walmart.
I'm gonna go for now. You caught me in the middle of homework.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Alright, bye-bye.
Oh damn. Sorry, man. Nathan, I don't know if you have a boss note tonight. Because Dylan and Echo are working on stuff.
Sage. I cannot hear you.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I didn't know who joined.
Yeah, it's because I'm in a windstorm, buddy.
Yeah, welcome to the live stream, by the way.
So, sorry. Oh, hell yeah. So, basically, Dylan and Echo are busy right now, so we might not do Ovasna today.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not feeling
Yeah,
too.
it's piratey.
good.
Okay. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. If not today, that's good. We have like 2 weeks of free time.
True. Like I could do it today.
Right?
If everyone's down, I'll be able to do it. Like
Okay.
I just won't be in tip-top shape
That's a-okay. We're only doing war negotiations.
mentally.
Oh shit,
True.
never mind.
Yes.
Never mind then,
Nothing
fuck that.
important.
Well, I don't know. I think Stride honestly being out of it might actually be in character, ironically. Have you considered getting
Right.
more out of it mentally?
Usually I don't go under the water.
The whole meeting you're commentating on
What are
only
you
just
talking
how
about? Even I
you're like,
can't.
whoa, it's underwater.
What are you talking about by chance?
Pirate
Piracy.
D&D campaign.
Okay.
Goodbye for a minute. I have to put on a mask and I'm going into Walmart.
And then it clips back to Tito's room. Oh, that's good.
Is Zach still there? I can't. There's.
He's in here, but he's not at his computer.
Okay. That's what I meant by like that's the Zach standard of being here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. So if we just make a bed real quick, we can go find the end portal, and I might be able to, if it's close, there is a small chance I can do this in sub 1 hour. Or at least like sub 1 hour 15. That's way more actually possible.
I'm
I should go for
impressed that
that.
you're getting it in under 2 hours.
Yeah, sub 2 hours. Well, I'm thinking sub hour and a half. Skeletons everywhere. We need to kill sheep, and we need to close Discord because my computer can't load Minecraft as well when there's Tito's room. And then we're getting so many arrows. I won't be able to one cycle the fight, but I'll be able to like knock its health down like maybe a quarter at least. And then just spam arrows until she dies.
Oh yeah, the dragon's female because it lays an egg, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I just know that like they confirmed it. They just like, hey, the dragon's a girl. Even though it doesn't matter too much.
But I'm just like, it's kind of like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park is a female. What do you think about it?
I think that's kind of like the thing they go for. They're trying to go for the dragon from Jurassic Park. What?
Jurassic 4, my favorite. film.
Jurassic 4.
It sounds like something that would be like a '90s kid show, like probably tied into Jurassic Park. I'm building a really intricate house design. I just realized, like, yeah. Stuff and things. Okay.
Okay, full leather, iron boots, gold helmet. Well, that's not full leather, is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I only have 8 pearls, but if I don't like end up having enough, I'll just get some later. Like when I get to the portal. Just make one. I have enough obsidian.
I like how I'm building my starting base out of nether shit.
That is kind of fun. I have a saddle, so I should keep my eye out for horses. Hey, so right now I'm at 59 minutes. Do you think I could do sub hour?
I think your sub hour 15 is more accurate.
Really? No, I think I could still do sub hour. I just gotta find the portal, hope there's enough slots filled, and kill the Ender Dragon in 50 seconds.
Yeah. As you do. I need way more shit. Just for I'm basically building an evil villain's mansion for my house.
Ooh, that's nice. I love that look.
I don't know why
I
I
love
just took
the
like 7 hits of
villain
damage in a
aesthetic.
row. Like, I'm going for like a devil's mansion almost. Like,
Right.
I mean, also, how bad could I be? Doesn't have bad like cinematography by that many means. It has like cool transitions and like sets and all that. But if you remember, all that shit would be the same basically for Big Ring, with some of the more specifically like imagery they were planning on using and some of the shots in the storyboard. Because you didn't get to see the storyboard with it. Keep in mind, because that's accompanied by a storyboard. That entire song. That is just a bit more intricate and cool looking, like design overall wise. I'm like,
Oh, there's iron. Should I get full iron?
I mean,
Or is it too...
the smelting process will take.
Nah,
a
I should try to practice without doing it like with iron now. It's gonna be difficult, but like...
What? Ah, shit, there was just so much. The lag is what is really holding back my run right now. It's because I'm on a server and it's not even a speed run. It's just me playing the game. But it's killed. Like every time I die is because I haven't had full control. because I'm just waiting for something to happen, and then I have to take a few more extra hits of shit. I gotta say, the addition of swimming, fucking like the best add-on to Minecraft.
True, made it a lot more convenient. And then they just like made boats nice too, so I like how they didn't make it so that like boats are useless now, even if you can swim faster.
Yeah, it's
Like boats are still awesome to have.
yeah, they're still like that technically like optimal way to travel without dolphins.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Okay. So I have enough iron, I think, for at least like a chest plate, maybe. That's great.
I'm going to have to basically destroy my entire red, or my entire red nether forest biome thing, just to fucking get my mansion built.
Buddy. Yeah, I'm back.
Hello.
My, Luca was eating his food, right? And what happened was he knocked a broom over it. Like, he knocked down a broom because he pushed the bowl into the corner. And the broom was covering the food. And I was like, I heard it, something fall. I looked at him, I was like, what happened? And he was just staring at me with, like, all the sadness in his heart. I was like, oh, no. I thought he made, like, a mess, but no, his food was just covered by, like, the end of the broom. And he's just looking at me like, please help. There's still food in there. That poor boy. He just had like a big look of fear, like I might have been mad at him for knocking down the broom, and I'm like, no, dude, you didn't do anything.
Nah, man, I do that all the time.
Yeah, Nathan knocks down that broom all the
Yeah.
time. You're fine.
I'm a broom knocker.
Okay.
Oh, he's stretching. Very good, Neil. Nathan.
Hi.
So, did you confirm if Avery had gotten the coronavirus or not?
We're gonna guess no. We've all
Uh-huh.
been pretty good for the past couple weeks, feeling good, so. I mean, not me,
cool.
but I don't know if that's just like knee problems or
Oh.
it wasn't like
Yeah.
sick feeling, but yeah, I don't know. It's me being paranoid.
Yeah. Would you be willing to come over here and help, like, socialize Luca a bit this weekend?
Maybe
If you're not
this weekend.
busy. What's happening this weekend, out of curiosity, then?
Schoolwork and such.
Really? Did they assign you work over the break?
More like work I haven't gotten done yet.
Oh, dude, come on.
Yes.
I know I'm gonna get you one day during these, like, 2 weeks that we have off.
Yeah.
We are gonna watch anime, and there is no escape from it. And my dog will eat you. There is no escape from that either. I wish
Aw.
there was. God, he's
Glad
so
there isn't.
criminal. You know what? So I've been playing a while. I'm gonna play some Bleeding Edge. If people are still playing The Leading Edge, I don't know. I should check the Steam charts. Oh wow! Wow.
What's up?
I saw that Bleeding Edge got like a gain in players, but I didn't look at the count, and it's like, oh, this is bad.
How many did it gain?
It gained like 12.88%, and has a peak player count of 30 right now.
Oh.
Peak player count of 30?
Yeah. Its average is 5.3.
Oh, game's dead.
That's not necessarily true, because that's Steam average. When the game
Well, I
is-
mean, like, bots for you to play against.
Yeah.
Like AI. Because I know it's like a multiplayer thing, you know, arena type beat.
Yeah, but it's also mainly on the Xbox, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha.
I believe. That also might be dead. Squeaky toy? Yeah, you do.
I'm going to basically try and use only nether resources to make my house. In the overworld. This is not a nether house, keep this in mind.
That'd be cool to reconstruct the Piglin Bastion in the overworld.
I'm going to spend this entire... in the first 40 minutes.
Good morning.
Welcome, Michelle. You want to join the server? The Minecraft server?
Oh,
He's doing a Minecraft server.
I got to the nether in the first 40 minutes without building a base. Now I'm spending the entire stream at this point building a house. It's not a speedrun server, I just happen to get stuff really fast.
Okay.
And now I'm building my house out of nether supplies.
Okay.
Huh.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Do you have any viewers?
Zach.
No.
I'm just kidding. That's not funny. I'm just kidding.
Uh-huh.
It's a new channel I made like 2 days ago, so.
Oh.
I forgot about Miko.
I went
He
to
wasn't in the
school
game when I played.
today. And I got shoes.
Who cares?
I do.
Are you one of those people who are into shoes?
No, but I'm a size 13 in women, so kind of hard to find shoes.
That's true.
That's weird to hear. Are you like into shoes? Because you say it as if like, I don't know.
No, there's like a
I don't
group
know,
of
Greg.
people who are like, they obsess over shoes, and I fucking despise them.
I mean, okay.
High school guys.
Like, yeah, exactly. High school dudes who obsess over shoes, I want to burn them with like fire. Like, look at my new
Yeah.
J's, and it's like, die. Don't mind me, it's just one of my minor greatest pet
Did you
peeves.
just leave this?
That was a baby hoglin. So they do damage if your armor's broken enough.
You really left this tree here.
I didn't have enough building height and I didn't care.
Sounds like excuses to me.
Wow, I love how Michelle's real inner bitch comes out whenever she sees somebody's Minecraft world.
And I just realized I took most of the wood with me into the nether. And by most, I mean all. Michelle, how many, if you have any, classes do you have?
What?
I don't know if you do school or not.
Why on earth?
I have. I mean,
She's a dropout.
yeah, you know
Okay.
me.
That's what I was like. I don't know if Michelle actually goes to school.
No, I do.
She's not. She's
I'm
not
not a
actually dropout.
dropout.
Sorry. I was trying to make fun of Michelle, and she went along with it.
Oh, okay.
I
It
thought
was
you would pick up
believable
on
enough
my
for some reason.
sarcasm.
Not saying there's anything wrong with dropouts.
I might drop out, so.
My school is literally made of dropouts, so, like,
Oh,
you know.
sorry.
Yeah.
I was not talking to you, Tito.
Oh, well, fuck you too then. You know how it'd be. Is what? Is that really his abilities? Oh my god! That's so funny! What? What was, how does this character play? What is going on? Let's at least see how this works. Oh,
Alright, Tito.
what?
What is it?
It's Meko. It was one of the characters in that game I showed you a very long time ago, and
Yeah,
it's how his kit works. Look at
Are
him.
you just revisiting, or are you?
Yeah, I'm revisiting the dojo and seeing how like the new characters work because there's two that I haven't played. Look at this boy though.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Oh, by the way, Nathan, how'd that run turn out?
So I'm still on it. I found the stronghold. Oh, I forgot to. I forgot to split for leaving the Nether with like rods and pearls.
Oh, I don't do splits, I just do the entire run.
Oh my god, it's so laggy. Oh god.
Oh, are you watching, Nathan?
No, what?
Look at him. Isn't he great?
What is this?
So-
he's
I
wonderful.
literally.
So you want to know what
Maybe
this character
don't
is,
die.
Nathan?
Is it? Oh wait, isn't it just the dolphin and like? A
Yeah,
mech
but you
suit?
want to know how his kit works?
Oh.
So he's a tank, and his he's got shielding going on, right?
Mhm.
But the other thing that he does is he makes an area that allows him to grab his enemies out or his teammates out of combat.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And then he's got like a dash, of course, that I think does shit. And then he has a shield that works, I'm guessing, like Zarya's, and when you take damage, you get like bonus orbs that deal damage. And then he has like a buff area that I'm not quite sure what it does. I think it's either increase the damage or something.
It's healing
I don't
him
know.
when you attack.
Is it healing? Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh dear God.
But I just love how he looks. Like he's just such a Chad.
It's epic. I'm gonna have to go though.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Oh no.
Umbilical cord attached. Why is that a line?
I think
Okay.
3 stacks of wood should do it for the remaining of my building, which I've already built the frame of.
Ow.
Keeper, evade, locked on. Search target.
Are you in the Nether?
I just got out of it.
Ugh. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is. Okay. Okay. Oh, a village. I'm guessing you already took stuff from it.
Oh, I never even found the village. I haven't like moved from this starting area the entire game
Oh.
because I've been building my house and going to the Nether entirely.
Child.
Oh, that's a lot of lag.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the. Can we sleep, please?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Well, I just need to kill the
No,
skeleton
no.
so I can sleep.
No, there's 2 children. There's 2 children. Ow!
I'm right next to my bed if you need that.
I can't.
Michelle dies. Haha, funny.
Okay, I'm just. Okay, okay, here. Okay. Okay, sleep. Nope. Ooh, oh my god, a shattered savannah? Bro, this seed is sick. my god. So many creepers. Okay. Oh my god. This seed is really good.
I've noticed.
I don't like the way that voice line was delivered.
Luca do be squeaking.
Yeah, they do, man.
Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, bum.
What the heck? Oh.
Huh. Interesting. But wait a minute. That's interesting.
By far the most complex and intricate house I've ever built.
What?
The mansion I'm building.
What a stupid voice line. When a character in the game you're playing has a voice line that says "fly like a sky penguin," it's like, wait a minute, what? Got really good damage for support.
since I could save myself a ton of blocks. But it'll be hard to build that actually.
You know what? I have 50 iron. I don't really need to go down there. Okay. How do I get... Okay. Ooh, cave noises.
They are indeed noises from a cave.
What are you doing, Jason?
Nether stuff.
Alright. What are the chords of spawn?
Good question.
I guess I'll just explore this desert one a little bit longer. Hmm. Ooh, desert temple. Okay. Okay. Hmm.
I'm going to destroy this entire goddamn forest. Alright, I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. I might leave the server up, but I don't know when it will abruptly go down eventually because my computer will go into sleep.
Alright.
Try to get back to the surface. I think I'll try. use some finishing touches on the doors. Hmm. All right. And that will be all. That's getting of my base over the course